Students of class 9, beta, I am going to explain you your question number 15. So look at the question number. Yesterday I had explained you question number 9 and 10, and then 11, 12 and 13, 14 you have to do on your own self, because these questions are very simple. If you have any problem in these questions, then you can contact to me, okay? If you feel any problem in solving these questions, then you may call to me that sir, I am having problem in this question and I will solve it, okay? So just come to me and I will solve your problem. Otherwise, I am going on the question number 15. Have a look here on the question number 15. But a question number 15 is this, that divide rupees 28,730 between A and B, so that when their shares are lent out at 10% compound interest, compounded per year, the amount that A receives in 3 years is the same as the what B receives in 5 years. That means the amount of rupees 28,730, you have to divide this amount between A and B in such a way that this rupees of 28,730 is to be divided between A and B in such a way that the amount of A in 3 years should be equal to the amount of B in 5 years at the rate of 10% per annum. So look at here, students. The amount is to be divided between A and B. So I have supposed that the principal amount of A is equal to X. Look at your copy. Suppose that the principal amount of A is equal to X. Principal of B is equal to 28,730 minus X. Look at their student, that is written 28,730. Actually by mistake I had noted on my copy 28,370. So this was by mistake. So the answer was not coming and the question has gone wrong. So I have corrected it here. Here the amount is 28,730. Okay. So I have supposed that the amount of A, the principal of A is equal to X. So the principal of B will be 28,730 minus X. Okay. Understood? If you not understand this, then let me explain it very clear. Okay. Suppose I say that मेरे पास 10 रुपीज है, I have 10 रुपीज, और आप लोगों में से 2 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, एक स्टूडेंट है A और एक स्टूडेंट है B. ठीक बेटा? और मेरे पास जो टोटल रुपीज हैं वो कितने हैं? मैंने कहा 10. और कोई भी 2 स्टूडेंट सपोज कर लीजिए, एक A है और एक B है. तो अगर A को मैंने 3 रुपीज दे दिए, तो अब मैं B को कितने दे पाऊंगा? तो आप तुरंत आंसर बताएंगे कि सर 7 रुपीज. तो ये 7 रुपीज आप कैसे फाइंड करेंगे? जो टोटल रुपीज मेरे पास थे 10, उसमें से जो पैसे मैंने A को दे दिए वो आपने क्या कर दिए? माइनस कर दिए. तो B को कितने मिलेंगे वो अपने आप पता चल गया. ठीक उसी तरीके से मैंने सपोज कर लिया कि A को कितने रुपीज मिले? X. तो B को कितने मिलेंगे? जो टोटल रुपीज थे उसमें से जो A को मिले हुए हैं X, उसको माइनस कर दो. So you will get that how many rupees will get B. So if the principal of A was X, then the principal of B will be 28,730 minus X. According to question में given है that amount of A in 3 years is equal to amount of B in 5 years, compounded yearly at the rate of 10% per annum. So I have written here that amount of A in 3 years, according to question, amount of A in 3 years is equal to amount of B in 5 years. And then I have used the formula for amount. You know that the formula to calculate the amount is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 to the power N. So students, at the place of principal I have written P 1 plus R upon 100, rate is 10% and the time is 3 for A, is equal to principal into 1 plus R upon 100 to the power 5, because the time is 5 years for B. Okay. Now write the value of P. Principal for A we had supposed x, so I have written x at the place of p, and principal for b I had supposed 28730 minus x, so there is this amount. Okay, then start solving the question. I have put x here, and this 1 plus 1 upon 10 to the power 3, here it is in multiplication, but this will when this will go on the right hand side, then this will come in the division. So this 1 plus 1 upon 10 to the power 3 has come in the division. Okay, so this power 3 will be deducted from the power 5 because the numbers are same. You know that when the base is same, then the powers will be subtracted. Okay, so here the amount will remain 28730 minus x into 1 plus 1 upon 10 to the power 2. 1 plus 1 upon 10, when you will solve this, you will get 11 upon 10 to the power 2. Okay, then 28730 minus x, 121 upon 100, because the square of 11 is 121, the square of 10 is 100. This 100 will go on the left hand side in the multiply of x. So 100x is equal to, this will become 28730. I have multiplied 121 inside the braces. So when 121 will be multiplied with 28730, this will become 28730 into 121 minus 121 into x. So here now x is equal to become 28730 into 121 upon 221. Why? Because when this minus 121 will go on this side, then 100 plus 121 will become 221. So x is equal to 28730 into 121 upon 221. Okay, so when you will divide this whole, you will get the answer 15,730. So value of x is 15,730. That means share of A is equal to 15,730. So share of B will be 28730 minus x. So minus 15,730 from here, you will get the amount 13,000 for B. This is the solution of question number 15. Question number 16 is very similar to the question number 15. So I am not doing here question number 16. Do question number 16 on your own self. And now I am going to explain you here the question number 17. Question number 17 shows that the simple interest on a certain sum of money at 10% per annum is 6,000 in 2 years. That means simple interest on a certain sum of money at 10% per annum. So R is equal to 10% is 6,000. So what is 6,000? 6,000 is simple interest. So I have written SI is equal to 6,000 in 2 years. So time I have taken T is equal to 2 years. Suppose that sum of money is equal to P. So simply using the formula SI is equal to PRT upon 100. So from here we have to find the value of P. So I have put all the values. The value of SI was 6,000. So I have put 6,000. P value of R is 10. So I have put R. Time is 2. So here is 2 upon 100. Solve all the things. You will get the value of P is equals to 30,000. In the second part, it is asking that the amount due at the end of 3 years and the same rate of interest compounded. Okay, so now you have to calculate the amount at the end of 3 years. So our principal is 30,000. The time is given of 3 years. Rate is the same as 10%. So I have put it the formula A is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 to the power n. Finally, when you will solve this all and when you will solve this all, finally you will get the answer 39930. Okay, as you have to calculate the compound interest, so you know well that compound interest is equal to A minus P. This is our amount. So I have subtracted our amount from the principal. So finally we get the answer 9930. This is the answer of your question number 17. Question number 18 is very simple. So in this way, I think so that this exercise will get finished. and if you have doubts in any question, then you may ask to me. Okay, thank you.